Wait, you should have saw the panic when it's cutting off. I was like, what are we doing? Literally. Also,
welcome to your next individual immunity challenge. Very exciting. Danny, if I could have Charlie back. Thank you very much. Once again, friends, individual immunity is up for grabs, and your shot at a 1 in 6 chance at winning this game, which is just crazy. 6 of you after next week, so insane. Let's get into it, shall we?
Okay, we're good. Okay, so first we have Caden's roommate, Tyler. So cute. Caden, how long have the two of you been roommates?
This year.
This year?
I've known him since 6th grade.
Really? Wow, that's crazy. What does it mean to you to have him here?
I mean, he's somebody that I rely on a lot. I pretty much told him everything that I ever needed to tell someone. So he's just somebody I can rely on.
Aww, so sweet. Okay, let's bring up the next human. Next, we have Peyton's friend Logan. Come on out. What a loving exchange. How long have the two of you known each other?
About a year and a half.
About a year and a half. Great. How did you meet?
We're in the same grad school program.
Okay, what program is that?
Student Affairs Administration, Higher Education.
Okay, cute. Love that. Yeah. And so what does it mean to you to have Logan here tonight?
I'm really excited for him to be a part of a really good success or a really bad failure. And this is going to be a really good moment for our friendship to have together.
I love that. One or the other, right?
Yeah, one or the other.
Let's hope it's success for all of you. Okay, next we have Danny's friend Eli. For some reason, nothing about that shocked me. That seemed like the perfect reading for a friend of Danny's.
Yes.
How long have you known Eli?
So I actually met Eli in 7th grade. We were on the same soccer team, but he didn't remember me. We became we're good friends now, but I was pissed at him for a while. But now we live together. I love Eli. He's one of my favorite people.
What does it mean to you personally?
Well, it means a lot because all of our roommates, they're like really big Survivor fans, and he's like really excited because he can't wait for the show to actually air. And now he's gonna be in it. He gets to see himself on it.
That's so cute. I asked your loved ones earlier if I was like, so does your person come home and just tell you everything about what's going on? And Eli was like, yes. So I love that for you. So happy to have you here. Next, we have Elliot's friend Maggie. You got a further way to walk. Thank you. Welcome, Elliot. How long have you known Maggie? Tell us about her.
I've known Maggie for 2.5, almost 3 years now. We're in the same program at school here, and we also used to work together, so that's cool.
Okay, cute. And what program is that for y'all?
Journalism and graphics.
Okay, cute. Love that. What does it mean to you to have Maggie here?
Maggie's awesome. She's really goofy and super competitive, so I know that her personality will drive me to do better in this competition.
So cute. Love that. Let's hope so. Next, we have Casey's friend, Aaron. All of the way your friends act is exactly what I would say. Nothing that I wouldn't, yeah, love that. Casey, how long have you known Aaron?
I've known Aaron for 3-4 years, something like that.
Okay, how did y'all meet?
I needed a roommate, or I needed somewhere to stay my sophomore year, and they needed another roommate, so I just weaseled my way in there. And now me and Aaron are just great friends. and we are hanging out every night.
You can blink twice if you.
She gets to hang out with me every single day.
So much fun. Love that. What does it mean to you to have Erin here?
I actually told all my roommates that I get to bring one person, and Erin was the most excited and really gave a good argument why I should be here.
I love that. Y'all voted for who's gonna.
Yeah.
Okay, well, welcome, Erin. Next up, we have Blake's girlfriend, Hannah. Oh my gosh. Okay, Blake, tell me about Hannah.
Me and Hannah have been dating for 3.5 years. I've known her since 6th grade. We were high school sweethearts.
Aww.
We're at college together, and yeah, I love her very much. I'm very glad she's here.
What does it mean to you to have Hannah here?
It means a lot because when I first applied for this, she was like, "Oh my gosh, do it!" And then I got it, and she kind of realized how much time this is gonna take. But recently, it's been alright and been good. But I'm very glad she's here, and hopefully, she can pull some new Survivor skills because she doesn't watch Survivor. So.
You have a new human. That's so well.
Yeah.
This is your
But she's
first
learning.
episode.
She's learning Survivor. She's learning.
I love that. You're gonna learn tonight. You're really what's it called? When you learn by doing. What's the phrase?
Hands-on.
Hands-on.
Hands-on. Yeah. Hands-on experience. That's what you're getting tonight. Beautiful. Next up, we have Erin's teammate, Vanis. Wow, that was cute.
I love
that. Okay, tell me about Vanis, Erin.
So I actually just met Vanis like 2 months ago at the start of school, but we spent every day together through volleyball, and he always texts me like, "Let's go do this, let's go do this." So we're together all the time.
Okay,
Play that.
love that. Vanis, what position do you play?
I play middle.
Okay, cool. And what does it mean for you to have Vanis here tonight?
Well, actually, Vanis is always hating on Ballvivor. So he actually told me he hoped I was going to get voted out tonight. So I was a little hesitant about bringing him, but I was like, you know what? He needs to experience this so he can stop hating him.
Right. We'll see if you brought the right friend. Great. Okay. Well, welcome again, loved humans. I'm so glad that you're all here. It's so exciting to meet you all and have you all be a part of this. Very excited. Are we ready to hear what your challenge is?
Yeah.
Beautiful. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So this challenge is very, very, very classic Survivor, what you all will be doing tonight. Essentially, it's a maze, as you probably guessed, based on what's behind you. You and all of you competed in a challenge at the very, very beginning. You had to kind of go through this classroom and collect these bags to come back and complete a word puzzle, right?
Yeah.
Same exact concept, really. You, as the players, will be leading your loved ones blindfolded through the maze.
Leading.
Yes, leading. So loved ones, you will be blindfolded. You will all enter this maze at the same time, and you will have to listen for your loved one giving you instructions on where to go to collect a series of bags. The bags are positioned at 4 tables that are in each corner. The maze is very complex. You're going to have to weave through it, dodging not only the tables, but the other loved ones in the maze with you. You will each grab the bag. Are you listening? Okay, just want to make sure we're all tuned in. You will grab the bag, which color pertains to you. I'll assign you all colors in just a minute. And you'll bring it back. You do 1 bag at a time with your loved one. So they have to go in the maze, get the bag, come fully out of the maze, and drop it back to you, your table here. Okay? So you do that 4 times. Once you have all 4 of your bags, inside the bags are puzzle pieces that you will be able to open, and then together you will solve the puzzle on the table. Okay? And you'll both be on one for the puzzle. Okay, awesome. Yeah. Yeah. First team of 2 to complete their puzzle will win, the player will win, and they will be safe from Tribal Council next week, and we'll have a 1 in 6 shot of winning the game. Big deal.
Big shot.
big deal. And starts in 3, 2, 1, drop.
Logan, keep going. Logan, keep going.
Go to your left. To your left. Right to your left, Maggie.
Wait.
Puzzles can be dangerous because you can solve them very quickly. All it takes is 1 minute for something to click, and all of a sudden the game's over.
Put it down. Table in front of you. Can I take the phone? Okay. Go underneath the table or like my last. Okay, that's all right there. Okay, make sure you get all the puzzles. The second you start figuring out.
All puzzles are the same.
Holy
crap, I yelled so much. It was so funny.
Puzzles can be dangerous because people can solve them very quickly. All it takes is 1 minute for something to click, and all of a sudden the game's over.
You're done. Okay, think of pieces that can fit in here.
Come on, I got another piece.
Keep going. Keep on.
That's not a piece.
Oh yeah, no holes. Brenda, you are risking it by actually being in the maze. That's alright.
There's the other outside.
All puzzles are.
You're just screwing us.
Can we go around and go ahead and pick up bags?
Oh yeah. Okay. Alright. I have like this like circular thing. Okay. Thank you, Darren.
Jenna and Blake switching up tactics. We can do this all back. But only one person
I didn't even know that there was spells over there. Oh wait, that goes right here.
Camera time.
This will be good.
We're so dumb.
Elliot takes individual music.
Yes, Maggie.
Elliot and Maggie for the win.
I was looking for the star. I couldn't find the star.
Great job to everyone. Very hard fought challenge. Elliot, individual immunity is yours. Safe at Tribal Council next week. A guaranteed spot in the final 6, and I believe you owe Maggie an alcoholic beverage of her choice. Everyone else, you know what that means. You are eligible for elimination next Sunday at Tribal Council. So, Wednesday, goodness, Wednesday at Tribal Council. So that's not much time. Get a plan.
First, I would like to apologize for my freak out.
Hey, it worked though.
I'm kind of glad I did that though, because if we didn't vote for Gail, Blake would be gone.
Yeah, so good thing you had the freak out.
Yeah, I'm apologizing for that. I guess, like, out of the options, whomst?
Like nobody left. There's no like obvious votes.
Peyton.
Except there's one this week, yeah.
It is Peyton.
Well, I wish it could be Elliot.
I do too. I mean, yeah, I do too. He was gonna be in this challenge no matter what, though.
Yeah, because he would have played the idol.
True.
Yeah.
He also
So,
he said that I was a liar to his face the other day, or on Sunday.
wow.
Wait, after?
Yeah.
Well, so Elliot like contacted or not like he like texted me like a sappy little hey I'm sorry because right before the vote we went to get my bike. I had to get my backpack and get my candle, and he like kind of came out there and he said, "Are you voting for me tonight?" I said, "No, Elliot. No, I'm not. Yes, I was going to, but that has changed." And he said, "Well, I just want to know if you're voting for me. Like, I just want to know. Like, it's fine. I don't care." I said, "You're gonna see the truth, Elliot." And he was like, "All right, fine. Who are you putting down there?" I said, "I'm putting Gail. And if you put Gail, I'll trust you. If you don't, whatever." Ends up not putting Gail, and then he texts me after, like, didn't even make eye contact with me the whole time because everything I told Elliot was literally like truthful at that moment.
And he didn't believe you.
No.
Gail to him.
Guys, remember when I said that he wants to know if we're voting him or not, so then if he has something, he can use it?
I didn't think he had the idol.
I didn't think he had anything, but I was like, maybe he does.
Yeah, that was something.
But Peyton, correct?
I think that's the most.
I mean,
there.
I don't know what he's gonna try to do, but I don't see anything.
He's just not the very like aggressive type person.
He's not, but he had his close allies. They're gone now, but
Cut.
well, Elliot is his ally. I'm pretty sure. The only one now, but if that's the case, I don't know.
What are they gonna do though? Use 2 votes?
Yeah,
I'm
them vote.
I'm worried they might have something else. I don't think they will, but
So you heard my name.
Yeah. From here.
Did he say it or did someone else say
Someone else told me, so I didn't hear it directly from here.
it? Who said it? Did he say it?
I heard it from me.
Okay.
And then whenever I talked to Danny about that situation, Danny smiled and kind of acted like he had heard that as well, but never confirmed that. So I don't know whether or not Danny knew about that. I don't know whether or not Danny kind of was playing the thing because he had immunity last week. I don't know. But from my conversation from Danny, if I were to take away what I thought, it looked like he kind of knew that was a plan. So,
Okay.
I honestly, if I had it my way, would like to get rid of one of the 4. And I know obviously that puts you in a hard place because 1, you're one of the 4, but also that's the people who you are aligning with.
But I also agree because we can't stay a 4 forever.
No, because I had a conversation with Peyton before deciding on who to vote, and he mentioned to me, he was like, I still don't understand why they think that going to the Final 4 together is smart. He was like, I don't care who goes to the Final 4. He's like, whoever loses their partner and then the Final 3, that's who Peyton's voting for. So Peyton is like, if you go home, he's voting for Danny. If Danny goes home, he's voting for you. If Blake goes home, he's voting for Aaron. And if Aaron goes home, he's voting for Blake.
My worry too, because I was like, yeah, I would vote Danny off, but that puts me in the worst position probably possible.
Because you're the one.
Because then I'm out.
Yeah. Well, you don't have to go to the final with them.
Yeah. I know.
Because I like 100% honest, this is me not trying to sway you one way or the other. If you go to the end with Blake and Aaron, it's gonna be really, really hard to win. Like anybody. Myself, Peyton, Kaden, Danny, or you. I would be
down to vote one.
I agree. And I'm at the point, because like last week obviously I targeted Blake. But I'm at the point where like anybody would stand a better chance if it was one of them versus both of them.
I will say too, when you targeted Blake,
I've never seen him squirm like that.
Yeah, because his name hasn't been brought up.
Because when I
this
said
whole
that,
game.
he was like, what? And I was like, so I feel like it would not be a terrible decision to do Blake. But I feel like, I want to say he's smarter, but I think Aaron knows what he's doing too. I don't know. I'd be down to vote one of them because I know I'm screwed in that 4 because it's them 3 and me. You know what I mean? Like, it's like this.
Yeah.
And then Danny's somewhat here, but it's like, this is how it technically is, I feel like.
Yeah, and so he would side with
Me,
him given the
Danny,
situation. Yeah. And so, like, I'm trying to see, like, what benefits my game. And so if we vote out someone like Kaden or Peyton, that puts me at really bad odds with the 4 of you guys. And it basically, the only way I'm getting
Who
there
do
is
you
if I
think
win
out
every
of the
challenge.
4, though? Don't say me.
For what?
If we voted one of them off this week.
I would do anyone.
Because
you.
I'm not...
Because they don't come to me to talk.
They're meeting right now, and so I kind of want to hear what they think, but I would be willing to vote one of them.
Sunday was strange. That was one of the weirdest votes that we've done yet. We were 100% going to vote Elliot out, and then Danny changed his mind on Gale at the last minute. And I was like, well, crap. How's that gonna go? And it kind of went in our favor of my planning in the long run. What I really want to do is, so I'm split between 2 teams right now, which is bad because if I get caught before one of the big leaders gets out that knows most of the stuff that I've said to back and forth, then I could be in a very bad position. But I'm with Elliot and Peyton right now, and I'm also with Blake and Aaron. And I kind of feed both of them information, both not fully, but most information towards each other, without each other knowing. Sorry to look around. I'm outside. I was scared that one of them was going to be nervous. And hopefully tonight, because I know Danny and Casey want to vote for Peyton. Danny really doesn't say too much to me about that. Danny doesn't talk to me. He talks to Aaron and Blake. But if we can get Danny away from Casey, I know Danny and Casey vote a lot, and Danny tells Casey what to vote. That'd be nice. Because then this is where it gets complicated. Because then Sunday, Elliot wants to vote out Aaron. Aaron wants to vote out Elliot. They are kind of the 2 super-ish powers in those 2 groups that I'm with. So it's really which way Casey leans, this is where I'm going to vote. So if Casey goes with Elliot and Peyton, I might have to vote for Aaron. But if Casey goes with Aaron and Blake, then I'll probably vote Elliot. And see how that goes. If one of those 2 don't win immunity Sunday. So yeah, that's where I'm at right now. So I'm definitely voting Danny tonight. I don't know what the challenge is going to be. I'm hoping Danny doesn't expect it because he had talked about that he would win our trust a lot if we voted Gale. And we did, so hoping that it works out, we can get Danny out and he wouldn't expect it.
So tonight, we go from final 7 to final 6. And not I, nor anyone in my alliance has immunity right now, which is not necessarily the best thing, but right now it is Elliot and Peyton kind of just stuck working together, and then Caden is going along with us, and I think Caden is gonna stay in this game until the very end. I am a little worried though because of the things that Elliot said to me to try and save himself from getting eliminated, because even if I don't want to believe them, there's still lingering thoughts in the back of my mind that Blake and Aaron are trying to get rid of me. And that's just scary. Nobody wants to hear that, and that's why I was paranoid last episode. It's like all on me. I'm kind of glad I was paranoid, because if I wasn't, then Blake would have been eliminated, and then it would have been a little bit more dead even of what was going to happen, and that's just really scary. Nice idle play, Elliot. That was really good. It would have been better if we were going for you, but that was good. I did not know you had that. Ma'am, get out of the way. I'm trying to turn. Okay. I'm still extremely nervous though for tonight, because as confident as I think I am with my 4-person alliance, again, those thoughts are still lingering in the back of my head of Blake and Aaron. I still have my advantage. I don't want to get eliminated with it. And if I think I'm getting eliminated tonight, I might just use it on somebody, like probably Elliot. Even though like he's safe, it would suck to just not be able to have your vote. I don't know. I'm just still freaked out. This is like, I'm literally playing actual Survivor right now. I live with 3 straight men, so my house always looks disgusting. I eat chicken and rice constantly, and I don't shower as much as I would like to admit that I do. So I always am playing Survivor, even here at campus.
So I just met with Aaron, and he told me, Danny, that him, Blake, and Caden are all riding Danny if I'm riding Danny. So I told him, like, yes, 100%, I'm riding Danny staying down, all of that. And he was like, okay, so all of us riding Danny will be going. And I'm like, okay, cool. And like, you feel good about Blake and Caden, because like, I just wrote Blake's name down, so I'm very scared that Blake will not actually follow through. And Aaron was like, I just met with Blake, and Blake said that he wants to get Danny out. So I was like, okay, cool. So I said, no matter what, I don't need another check-in or whatever, riding Danny. I see pros and cons for both, so I don't really know which way we should spin.
Yeah, I'm kind of the same way as you, like on the fence of like, are they really going after each other now, or is that just a ruse to get us not to vote with them? Do I trust Casey? Do I trust Aaron? Like, I don't really trust anyone besides you at this point. I trust Caden a little bit, just because based on everything that he's done, he hasn't like lied to me or like done something to make me mistrust him.
Yeah.
But when it comes to anybody in the 4, I'm just like, I don't know. I want to believe it's true because it'd be awesome if it was true, but again, I don't know. Like, my head is spinning and I'm just worried, I guess, for tonight. Because my worst fear is that they're kind of just putting all of this out there to get you, me, and Caden distracted, and ultimately the 4 of them are voting together and voting for you.
We were just kind of thinking, like, me or Aaron were like, either way, whatever vote we have, me or Aaron have, the other vote will be on us. Like, one or the other. Like, we just said to each other, like, one of us will be gone in the next few weeks. We just don't know how, when it's going to happen, but, like, that's just how we kind of see that.
Mm-hmm. So what's your end goal then? Do you have one, or are you still figuring it out?
I'm still figuring it out.
Yeah.
After last week, like, and this week's vote is a lot bigger than, like, I thought. After last week, I was like, oh, this week should be easy. And then we're in a whole blindside, and I was like, oh my gosh. And I was like, so, like, Danny, like, originally, like, I thought Danny was going to go to the end with, like, me or Aaron, and then he has literally shaped the entire game. So we've been like, why would that work out? And I don't really know where Caden's head is at. Not like totally sure, but it's up in the air, I guess.
Do you know where Casey's at? Or do you think she's still doing whatever Danny
I want to say Casey would flip, because sooner or later she's going to
would
realize.
flip on Danny?
Yes. Sooner or later she's going to realize that her game has been his game.
Yeah.
Like, everyone can see it.
Yeah.
And I don't know when that'll happen, but I mean, if Danny gets voted out tonight, I don't know what she's going to do. But I mean, she's very social. It's for the end. I don't know.
I will say something. And now this is how I have to approach everything, because I don't want people to think that I'm lying. But I heard this from Danny. Is it true that you or Aaron have a steal a vote, or you block someone's vote advantage?
Danny does.
Danny does?
Danny does.
Because Danny told me that one of you guys have it.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Danny does.
And that's part of the reason why I agreed to write down your name last week, because I figured out of between you and Aaron, you were the one that would have it, so I would rather target you and get that out of the game that wasn't a potential threat. And that's something that Danny came to me and told me.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah,
and so
he's got it.
That's something too that...
It's good until Final 5.
Okay. How did he get that? Do you know? Interesting. Okay.
Hey.
What is up?
Welcome to my vlog.
Okay, what did you guys talk about when you guys were together?
We're basically just talking about Peyton.
Voting Peyton.
Oh, us on Zoom. Yeah.
Did you guys talk to Caden? Or
I have not talked to
Caden.
Caden, like, I texted him. No, he texted me and was like, what do you think for this week? And I was like, well, we already had a Zoom and we said Peyton. Caden, I can't tell where he's at. He's just wishy-washy, especially with him meeting
was
with
it just a
Elliot.
text?
Yeah.
Did he meet with Elliot?
Yeah.
When?
Like, a while ago.
Oh, okay. I knew that already.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Which I'm saying that's why he's wishy-washy.
Well, I mean, it would be 4-3 still if he did end up switching.
Yeah. And I don't know why Caden would switch if he knows that we're, like, 4. It'd make no sense for him to switch over unless they had something, but
they have
really don't think they have.
What else would they have?
It's only Final 7, so.
Do you have an advantage?
I do. I've told you about it.
Yeah. I
It's
just
still
didn't know
like
if you still had it.
Yeah, I still have it, and I think Blake still has his.
What's your advantage? I know it's
He
not
says
Blake
he has
who's a paper.
nothing,
You're such
and
a
I don't
liar.
believe that.
I had nothing.
You're such a
Okay,
liar.
yeah.
It's a stupid thing anyways.
Oh, so you do have something?
No,
I'm just kidding, it's blank.
No, it's not.
You're such a head ass.
It's blank. I know you guys didn't believe me anyways. Whenever I said it, I was like, yes, oh no, please don't bring it up. And then you guys would say it, and then I'd be like, look around, and you guys were like, yes. I'm like, guys.
As soon as I got out, Kirsten was like, what's your advantage? I'm like, I'm not telling you. I'm gonna tell you. And she's like, why? I'm like, because I don't have to. And she was like, why? I'm like, are you my 4-year-old cousin?
A little bit.
So Peyton.
Yeah, that's who, like, it's the only
It's
logical
the obvious
option.
choice.
Oh, I was like, why not Elliot?
Because he's like,
I know. I forgot.
Okay, hello everybody. Hello. And then there were 7. Very exciting. Welcome to your next tribal council ceremony. Before we get started, please welcome the jury. Gail voted out at last tribal council, even though they are not with us tonight. Hopefully they will be in the future. So let's just go ahead and jump in. Elliot, second time with immunity throughout the game. How are we feeling?
I don't think it comes as a surprise how bad I needed this week. From my name being thrown around last week, and I was convinced that I was going home, hence why I played an idol, even though that wasn't the case. And then because I think I did that, I fueled the fire for my name for this week, so I'm really glad that I have this.
Let's dig into that a little bit more, because y'all know how I like to point out that we didn't use an idol for anything. So second idol played in the game, to no avail, right?
Wow. You and I.
You mentioned it a little bit. Tell me more about your thought process in playing it. You said people were throwing your name around. What did that look like?
So I had known my name was like the target basically all of Sunday last week. And then I leave the library like an hour before tribal, and that was kind of the 30-minute interim that they needed to switch it, which I wasn't there, obviously. I wasn't a part of that. People were coming to me and telling me that it was Gail, but Gail was kind of the smokescreen vote the past couple of weeks. So it was hard for me to kind of believe that that was the truth whenever they had been saying that the past couple of weeks too. And so I was like, well, I have an idol. I know for a fact my name has been thrown around. I would rather play it and secure myself one more week even if I wasn't going home. So that was my thought process. Although I was wrong, I would rather be safe than sorry.
It happens, right? All is fair in the game, so. Danny, so Elliot talked a little bit about this idea of Gail being like a smokescreen vote for the last couple of weeks. Can you tell me a little bit more about that? Do you think that, or did you feel that way? And then what do you think, if that is the case, what do you think triggered them from being a smokescreen vote to suddenly being the vote that people were actually voting for?
So I feel like we all loved Gail, but they just didn't show up to as much things socially, which was kind of why they were always the smokescreen vote, because they were always the easiest name to throw out there, because they weren't there to like deny their name being put out there. And then on Sunday, I was sitting real pretty until I had my conversation with Elliot, which really scared me a lot. Basically saying that my good Judies, my alliance mates, were like planning on getting rid of me, and then they weren't, and I kind of had a freak out. And I said, we can't get rid of Elliot because something's going to happen, and I'm kind of glad we did that. Because then somebody that I personally like really enjoyed being in the game with stayed over somebody who was gunning for me for a while.
Gotcha. So kind of a really last minute decision that ended up coincidentally paying off for you and the people that were working with you that week.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, solid. Good to know. Casey, so we still have this idea of several different kind of advantages or disadvantages at play in the game that haven't happened. We saw an idol be played last week, but where are the rest of the things? Like, we know people got them in the circle, right? Where are they?
Yeah, I don't know, because I myself got an advantage, and I mean everyone knows that already, but I was shocked by Elliot's advantage, or I mean idol, so I literally, like, I don't really recall everyone that got one, but I just, like, it's definitely something in the back of my head when it comes to figuring out who I want to side with on votes and who I want to vote for, because I don't know who has what and I don't know who knows what, and so it's just a scary idea that it could definitely go not in my favor.
Yeah, sure. Blake. So Casey brought up this idea that Elliot's unexpected move has like reignited this thought process that like, oh crap, people have stuff and I might not know everything that's going on in the game. How do you feel like your read on the game overall is? Do you feel like you're sitting like and you know what's happening? Do you feel like you're in the dark? Where do you feel like other people are?
For a few weeks, there wasn't much of like idle play or advantages up until Elliot's, and it was kind of like, oh crap, like that's still a huge part of the game. Right now, I mean, it's Survivor, you don't know. I mean, I always feel like I'm in the dark just because of how much there's still in the game that it's not to my eyes and not to someone else's eyes, just to see. Unlike the circle challenge, like those advantages are known, but you don't know when those are going to be played or when they're going to be used, like to change the game. So it just kind of varies every week.
You never know what people are going in with. Peyton, is there an easy vote this week? Is there a person who you think everyone is like, yeah, makes sense for them to go home? Or is it more up in the air?
I think you asked this question to the perfect person because I think it's me. I've obviously voted in the minority the past couple of weeks. I'm not in this alliance that Danny just referred to. So I don't really know who's pulling the strings and who's doing what, and that really scared me a lot. And I think that with Elliot having immunity this week, and from my perception, I'm the only other one sitting here who voted in the minority last week, so I think if you're looking for an easy vote, it's definitely me.
Caden, do we agree with that? Is Peyton the easy vote? And if he is, then who's pulling the strings? Because Peyton says he doesn't really know.
I don't know. I think everyone can vote, except for
Amen to that.
I mean, it's towards the end of this, everyone's going to start thinking for themselves more than a group-wise. So, people could be talking to other people could be changing their minds last minute. Anything could really happen. I feel in the same position as you. It just could happen anyway.
Right, yeah. Aaron, a couple of people have talked about, like, we're getting down to this part of the game. As I said last week, right, we're playing checkers now. Do we feel like I guess, how has it changed what your vote is based on compared to the beginning of the game to now? Like, how has your strategy changed on who you're voting for or how those decisions are being made?
So I would say at the beginning of the game, it was more like who was not like connecting with the group, or like who was annoying or something. Like that's or like who didn't. Not you guys. I meant like the beginning. Like who didn't show up to some events, like some of our tribe meetings.
Great
because of
agreement.
this, I'm not talking about the jury, okay? Or like it was just like I feel like it was a lot more unanimous at the beginning of the game, and all the decisions were like group decisions. But now it's just kind of like everything's up in the air. Anything could happen. Like people have different alliances and stuff. So it's really just unknown every week. I feel like every week everyone is just nervous at tribal council. So
I would like to say though, like it's very obvious that they might not be as nervous, the four over there, as the three of us over here, because I mean, the four of them have been voting together since the merge. And Danny had blatantly shared to Peyton and myself that they're a four alliance strong to the end. And so I know for myself, I'm not speaking for Caden and Peyton, but like I know for sure I am in the minority three within the 7. And so that doesn't feel good to me.
Gotcha. Danny, you had a reaction to that.
I don't remember blatantly telling him. I might have heard that a little differently, but I remember being told, everyone knows. And I was like, okay. But if everyone knew at that point, then I guess it could have been a blatant statement that I didn't realize I said. But hey, if it's not broke, don't fix it.
Any of the three of the rest of you have any response for Elliot?
I would like to say that I am not as confident in that I won't get voted. Just because, I feel like, I don't know, you just literally never know. So many people have been blindsided already, I feel like. Who's to say this group of 4 isn't talking behind my back,
Yeah. You're getting down to the nitty-gritty.
And that was a topic of conversation that led to the freakout, which I'm sorry that they had to deal with. But you never know in this game. You can always be at the bottom of when you thought you were at the top.
Sure. Yeah, thoughts on that? Well, as I always say, it's not over until I blow out someone's candle. So let's see who it's gonna be, shall we? Let's start the vote with Caden, and we'll work our way down to Blake.
Okay, I'm literally shaking because if this isn't the majority vote, then I'm screwed.
I hope I'm not being lied to. I am. Well played, I guess.
So I am planning on using this today, my advantage that I got before the merge, and I'm taking away Elliot's vote. I wish I could say I was confident in my alliance, but I am not right now.
This vote makes me sick, but I'm gonna use an advantage where it says, as a reward, I get to block another player's single vote at Tribal Council, meaning the vote will not count. I'm going to use it on Peyton.
Okay, friends. We have all voted and we're back, and so I will go and tally the votes. Okay, friends. If anybody has a hidden immunity idol and would like to use it, now is the time to do so. Okay, seeing none, let's get started. Our first vote was for Danny, but it was blocked. So it does not count. So I'll still read them. Our second vote was also for Danny and was blocked. Peyton. So this vote counts. First vote, Peyton. Danny. One Peyton, one Danny. Danny. That's two Danny, one Peyton. Danny. That's three Danny, one Peyton. One vote left. Next person voted out of Ballvivor Season 2 and the next to join our jury, Danny. I'm sorry, my dear, that's enough. He's free to cancel. I'm sorry, but it's not. You can go back into the room. Okay. So, I asked the question earlier, where are those advantages? And it looks like we saw some of them tonight.
That was my guts.
Oof, what can I say? They got to me. You got me, gal. Well, I can't be bitter because I was being so mean all season. So like, what can you do about it? I'm really glad though I did not give Aaron McDonald's today, which I was originally planning on doing, because that would have sucked. But I hope they know they just gave the win to Elliot or Peyton. They're gonna win it now. Good luck, guys.